am Arlette Hardy, blogger and joy strategist at chasing-joy.com, and I'm back to give you guys another bump date. I am pregnant with my first child as a single mother by choice after 2.5 years of fertility treatments. So just going to get to it this week. I am 19 weeks and 4 or 5 days pregnant, depending on the app. And I'm going to give you guys an update on what happened during week 18. And like I said last week, these videos are pretty much up to date now. Today is Wednesday. I think it's December 7th. And you guys will see this on Friday, December 9th. No, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Today is December 6th, and you'll see it on December 8th, which is Friday. So week 18 was pretty boring and uneventful, which is good in pregnancy world, I imagine. So this shouldn't be too long of an update. I'll try not to ramble too much. The best moment of the week, I don't really know if there's been a best moment. Pretty much it was a good week. I have been feeling the baby move more consistently now. Definitely feeling like I'm getting a few taps each day, very light taps, which I guess are like kicks or punches or something. Very often around 11 o'clock at night. So don't know what that means for after the baby's born. 11 o'clock at night might be party time, which won't be good. But that's been nice that it's been a bit more consistent. Some days more than others, but definitely more consistent. And I did feel the baby moving one day at work, which was unusual because normally during the day, I guess I'm more distracted to notice. And I had just finished eating lunch and I was just sitting at my desk and I felt like tap, tap, tap. And I was like, oh, okay. And like normally when I'm home, if I'm by myself and I feel like the taps, or if I feel, sometimes I'll feel like this kind of tightness and heaviness that'll last for a few seconds, and I think that's the baby like flipping around or something. I'll like talk to it, say, hey baby, what are you doing in there? But I don't do that at work because I don't really want to look like I'm talking to myself or draw too much attention. The worst part of the week. I don't really think there was a worst part of the week. I did have a couple of nightmares. One I can't even remember, and the other was related to my cat getting injured. So I think those, probably waking up out of a nightmare probably would have been is unsettling. So that's probably my worst moments. Because overall the week was pretty good. So nothing really happened throughout the week that was upsetting. My aversions, so the chicken aversion stuck with me for the beginning of week 18, but then towards the end it was going away. So that was good. It's weird how this chicken aversion has just come and gone throughout the pregnancy. I think that has been my only real aversion. My sleep has been better. I did have one night where I had some hip pain and a little bit of the ligament pain. I had done some cleaning and things around the house that day, so maybe my body was just more tired. But it was just that one night of that, so that was different in terms of symptoms. Or in terms of sleep, because it happened at night and affected my sleep. In terms of symptoms, other than that, I still am tired. What getting more and more energy. I do notice. Now the tiredness kind of sneaks up on me as opposed to being there all day. For example, yesterday, I was at work and I felt fine at work, and I was like, talking to my coworkers, and everything was fine. I left work, and just the drive home, like I went, I left work, I made one stop for one errand, and then home. And it was like, the closer I got to my house, the more exhausted I felt. Kind of like, you ever have to go pee really bad, and it's like the closer you get to the bathroom, the more urgent. It was like that. Like the closer I got to my house, the more I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. And I finally got home and parked. I would felt like I was just too tired to get out the car. So the tiredness is definitely there. So another example of that, an interesting thing, I went to a happy hour, which was interesting. My first happy hour while I was pregnant. And I'll tell you more about that probably in next week's video. But I went to this happy hour. I invited my cousin to come along. Obviously, I didn't drink anything, so I was able to give her my drink ticket. And the bartender was nice. He didn't charge me anything for my soda, which was cool. And it was like having a nice time, and I felt fine. I was a little tired when I got there because it was after work. And it was like as the evening went on, I just got more and more tired. And the problem was I was so tired I didn't want to go home because I felt like driving. So I was like, I'm tired, but I'm staying longer and longer because I'm too tired to like get home. So by the time I said, okay, you gotta just suck it up and it's time to leave, drive yourself home. So I did that, and by the time I got home and I got to my bed, I was so tired that like I felt like I wanted to cry. Like I was just like so tired, like oh my gosh, I just had that weepy feeling. So yeah, the tiredness is still present, and can get intense at times. Exercise, week 18. I did not exercise, y'all. I'm feeling like such a slacker. I'm just not motivated to do it right now. I did walk a little bit more at work during the day. And the other day I had to take something to the mailbox. So I took a longer walk through my neighborhood to do that. And the mailbox is pretty much at the corner. But like I walked to the corner, and then I walked all the way to another street, and like around the bus. I've been trying to be more active. Like I said, I have been doing things around the house, like, some straightening up and stuff. So like I'm not completely sedentary or anything, which I know is terrible, but I did not go to the gym or walking. I did not get on my treadmill. And I have one right there in my bedroom, and I did not use it. So I know I have to do better. And thank you guys. You guys recommended the Leslie Sansone's walk videos. Oh, the baby's moving right now. Nice. Baby says hi. The Leslie Sansone walk DVDs or videos you can do at home. And I am very familiar with those. I used to do those years ago, and I actually think I have some DVDs in the house. So that's a great idea, and thank you for that reminder. As for medicines, I have officially stopped taking the metformin. Now the doctor wanted me to stop taking that so that when it's time for me to do the gestational diabetes test, it will be an accurate reflection of what my body is doing without the impact of any medications. So stop that. I'm still doing the baby aspirin. I'm still doing the vitamins niacin, C, D, and E in prenatals, though I'm out of the vitamin D, and I really need to get those. My mood, I'm feeling really happy and good about things. However, the end of this week, the end of week 19, in a couple of days, I am going for my second trimester ultrasound, the big ultrasound where it takes like an hour, where they look all over the whole body. Tongue-tied. They look over the baby's whole body, and I am getting very, very nervous about it, and just anxious. And I've been praying a lot let the baby be perfect, please. Let everything be where it's supposed to be and developing properly. I'm very nervous, so I am very happy and whatnot in my mood, but I'm definitely getting anxious about that. So you guys, if I'm organized as I should be, will be seeing this video that same day that I'm going for the ultrasound. So I definitely appreciate your prayers and positive thoughts and everything, that everything looks good. I think one of my main things I'm nervous about is, so I was a preemie. I was born several weeks early, and I weighed 4 pounds 3 ounces, and my brother was born way early, which is this, I could get into a whole new video about that, but he was born really, really early, months early, and he only weighed 1 pound. He was in the NICU, I guess, for like 6 months. I was only in there for 10 days, because even then I had no problem gaining weight, so I got out pretty quick. But he was in there like 6 months. He's older than me. And basically it was because my mom had an incompetent cervix. So they learned that through him. And then there was a baby that she lost between he and I. And then by the time I came along, they already knew about the incompetent cervix. So they put in the cerclage, I think that's what it's called, where they basically kind of tie the cervix closed. And I think that's how I was able to stay in as long as I could. So like, I'm nervous. I don't know how much, if that's a genetic thing at all, but that's something definitely on my mind, and I'll be asking them to, if at this point they can look at the cervix and see how does it look, because I am nervous about that. But so my mood, I am anxious and worried about the ultrasound, but I'm just trying to stay prayerful. And overall, my mood is pretty happy. Who have I told? I think I've really told everyone now. I think I've been saying that for a while in videos, but then each video I'm like, oh, this new person. No. Oh, so I guess, yeah, I can say that again. So it was interesting. You guys can see my hair is out. I got, rid of my braids, took them out. So I went to the hair salon on the weekend, just at the end of, I guess technically it was the very beginning of week 19, so I won't go into it too much, but it was nice to be able to talk about it with everyone there, because when I was previously at the hair salon, I knew I was pregnant, but it was still pretty early, because it was like over 2 months ago, because it was to get the braids put in, and I kept them in a couple months. So now I feel like everybody that I plan to tell knows. Coworkers are finding out through conversations, because I'm not hiding my conversations anymore. But yeah, I'm not actively saying, hey, guess what, to anyone. They just will figure it out. Purchases. I don't know why I'm so tongue-tied in this video, guys. I'm sorry. Purchases. I did not buy anything for the baby or for me in terms of maternity clothes or anything this week or week 18. My crib came. I don't know if I told you guys that in the last video, and the rocking chair that my aunt got for me came as well, so that's nice. They're downstairs still on my porch package. They won't be taken out for a while. As you can see, I have not made any progress in this room this week. Once I, get to that and get this room, the walls redone and stuff, then I can move furniture in. Gender, I still really have no clue. I wrote something on Facebook the other day. Wasn't really pregnancy related. It was just something about life and what it means to chase joy and seek happiness and whatnot. But I ended it by saying next year this time, I'll be holding my new baby boy or baby girl. And I notice when I speak or write, I tend to say boy before girl, but I don't know, why. or if that means anything, because I really don't know. Yeah, I really have no inclination at all. Oh, I forgot to say, so I believe this week the baby is the size of, I think it's a zesty zucchini, or I don't know, some pastry that I didn't know what that was, so I switched that one. I think a grapefruit, and I don't remember what else, but the baby is like 8.5 ounces. That's like half a pound, guys. Like, that's crazy. And like 6 inches long. So I'm excited to see at the ultrasound if they give me, if I'm at a point in a pregnancy where they can actually tell me how big the baby is, like an estimate of like right now. So that'd be neat to see if it's close to like what these apps say. In terms of my weight, another reason I'm a little nervous about the appointment is because I didn't realize it. I actually put my weight into the app, and I've lost weight this month. So overall, it's saying that I've gained about 16 pounds total. And like I told you guys in previous videos, I don't even count like those first 8 because I had gained them like within 10 days because I was coming off of that very strict low carb and low calorie weight loss challenge that I did right before the transfer. So I gained, like 8 pounds like right away. So since I'm there, I've gained like 15.8 pounds, I think is what it was total. However, it's saying that over this last month, I've lost 4.8 pounds. Like, I noticed that I hadn't really gained weight since the last month, and then now it seems to be losing. So that makes me a little nervous. But I'm hoping that it's just that I have extra fluff to use, and because of I mentioned, I think in week 17, I don't have a whole lot of appetite. That's still saying that maybe the baby is just taking some extra fat, but I'm thinking that because I am feeling movement, that everything should be fine. And I think I'm getting a little bigger, so I don't know, but it is weird. You're not really supposed to lose weight during pregnancy, I don't think so, but I know it happens. So I'm a little nervous. So, but I'm not worrying too much about that. I'll just see what they say. I think from their scale, I mean, all scales are different. Perhaps like I don't go to the doctor for another few days, and a few days can make a big difference in terms of 3-4 pounds with water, bloating, different things like that. So who knows what the scale will be that day, but we'll see what they say. What am I looking forward to the most? Obviously the ultrasound. Just to get to see the baby in there, see what it's doing. I'm hoping that it's moving around and everything, and in a nice position where they can get all the images that they need, so I don't have to, not that I would mind the second ultrasound, but so that I don't have to be worried. And let me tell you guys my plan for the ultrasound. So I don't remember if I told you guys this already, but I saw someone on Instagram post photos from their second trimester scan, and the first image is baby's legs were like splayed open. You could clearly see there was like a penis. So, and she said that was literally the first image when they put the probe on her belly. So, even if they weren't going to tell her, it would have been plain as day that it was boy. So my plan is I'm going to close my eyes and have them tell me when it's safe to open, just in case when they put the probe on my belly, if the baby is, legs splayed or whatever, it won't give it away, because I really want to be surprised with everyone else at my gender reveal at the baby shower. So, but that's what I'm looking forward to. In the next week, what do I miss? I guess I miss alcohol a little bit. It was, I think I missed having a drink when I was at that happy hour, but I don't know, really wasn't a big deal. Yeah. So I guess in this moment, not really missing anything. I've had some seafood this week, which was good. Well, not this week, but you know, during week 18, so that was good. So not even missing that right now. Oh, and so 2 things I'll tell you before I finish and give you guys a bump shot. So I think I forgot to mention, it's been a couple weeks now, but I've been reading to the baby. I haven't purchased any books yet, but I just downloaded a couple books on my iPad from the library. And so I read the Bernstein Bears book, which was cool because I used to read Bernstein Bears when I was little. And there was one about baby bear, the mom being pregnant with baby bear being born. So that was cool. And then I read the book called, I think it says something like The Wonderful Things You Will Be. And it talks all about getting to know the baby and like what the baby might grow up to be. Like, will they be bold or brave or make things grow? And it was so sweet. It actually made me cry the first time I read the book. It was just like so beautiful. So I think I'm gonna actually buy that book because I really liked it. And it felt like appropriate to be reading while pregnant because you're like wondering all these things. Like, what will the baby be like? You know, what will personality be like? What will they look like? So it was just very fitting. So that's been really nice to be able to read to the baby. And the last thing I'll finish up, I just want to make one correction from last week's video where I talked about the toxoplasmosis. That's the germs from the cats. So I went to the CDC website where you can read up on toxoplasmosis, and it pretty much recommended you do what I do if you have to have your cats, which is mask, glove. Well, they don't even recommend masks, gloves, washing hands thoroughly. You know, when you have to interact with the litter. And then also be careful if you garden because that's very common too, where you can get that germ. But the one thing I wanted to clarify is it recommended to clean the litter box every 24 hours. I think I said every 72 hours. But the CDC said every 24 hours because it can take between 1 and 5 days for that germ to become I don't know, dangerous or whatever it does where it can get to you. So really the best thing is every 24 hours. So I just wanted to correct that in the video. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys. And I'll finish with the bump shot. Oh, by the way, I have on my Joy Christmas, I guess it's a sweatshirt really, because we went on our little team holiday lunch today. So I wanted to be a little festive. But here is the bump shot at 19 weeks. Definitely the baby there. I feel the baby down here still. So I think this is just pushing everything up. But definitely there's a bump. I don't think you can see it too much in the beginning. And this is a regular sweatshirt. I've had this since last Christmas. And show you from the back. These jeans aren't the most flattering, but they are they're maternity. You can see they come way up here. Right now I only have 2 pair of maternity jeans. And I don't know if I'll buy more. It would be nice, but I'm also trying to be reasonable when it comes to spending money on maternity clothes. So anyway, there you have it. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you watch to the end of the video, because I always appreciate those who watch to the end. So let me know if you do that. And I will be back next week with an update and hopefully telling you guys that everything went perfect at the ultrasound, and hopefully I'll remember to include a photo. So